Perhaps you believe that only one mother was disturbed by books for minors that, for example, describe in a single scene a father moving from raping his daughter to removing her baby's diaper in order to also rape his infant granddaughter. This paper and pen petition is the attestation of 1,331 taxpayers that parents and grandparents and community members do not define the materials shown to you in the last two presentations as educational. You might sit here tonight believing that you have been forced to bring these books into your schools. Perhaps you have been led to believe that Manitoba Education will defend you in your choice of materials, but they will not. On December 11th, 2023, Rhonda Shaw, the Executive Director for the Minister of Education and Early Childhood Learning, responded to my email stating, "While the department is responsible for curriculum development, we do not review or recommend individual resources for schools. School divisions provide their own recommendations and select resources that match the needs of their community. This includes the collections found in school libraries." So while it is undeniable that Manitoba Education opened the door to these materials, they do not take responsibility for the selection in your schools, and they do not define your books as educational. And while we recognize that unelected, ultra-wealthy organizations are applying pressure, the final responsibility falls on you, the trustee. You are faced with a challenge that no one could have predicted. You are being asked to name an ethical and perhaps legal line in the sand for those entrusted with the education and care of our children. Remember your authority. You hold the power to create policies that protect all students from sexual abuse and exploitation, policies that would prevent the grooming and sexualization of children while under your care. And remember your history. You know that parental rights are not up for debate. The moment this happens, we have shifted from a free and democratic society into something hearkened to tyrannies of the past. Manitoba Education has shown that you are accountable for the materials brought into your schools, and in your role as trustee, you are accountable to the public. On behalf of the 1,331 concerned members of this community, you are asked to create a policy that draws a line in the sand for what is age appropriate for minors and what is not. You are asked to write a policy that prohibits resources or instructional materials from entering your libraries or private collections for use by students, educators, instructors, assistants, or guests that instruct on or contain written or visual depictions of the following: sexual touching, how to engage in sex and sex acts with adults, child sexual abuse, sexual acts between adults, sexual acts between minors, pedophilia, bestiality, paraphilia, and rape. On behalf of the community standing behind you today and future generations, thank you for your courage and careful consideration.